Back to Everything and Anything. I'm your host, Jordan Queen, and this is
DJ Grammy. Guys, we're back on Everything and Anything. On tonight's podcast, we're going to talk about two of the most recent movies that we have seen. Plus it is Pride Month, and even though we're about a month away from Fort Wayne Pride, we're going to get you guys hyped up for Pride itself because it is Pride Month. And last but not least, we're going to kind of talk about this live stream that we're going to be doing here, which, of course, this is already pre-recorded, so if you missed it, too bad, so sad. But we're gonna get into kind of some of the stuff that we talk about on the live stream.
So it was not a very good movie at all. It was a waste of time watching that movie. It was not that good.
Yes, and we're talking about the original It.
Obviously, because the new one hasn't even came out yet.
Yeah. And well, I mean, now that I know the direction that Stephen King is going in, I mean, he has some of the creepiest movies and thrillers and stuff like that. But I mean, I would say this is more of a. I mean, it had romance, it had aliens, it had clowns, it had
it was a hot mess.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. But
Pennywise wasn't bad. The whole movie was bad. It wasn't the actual clown.
Yeah,
it was the whole movie.
Yeah, and I mean, when Pennywise gets sucked into the hole, it's like, what? I mean, that wasn't even good special effects. I'm just saying that wasn't good special effects at all.
By the way, this movie came out 20 plus years ago, so if you're spoiled, that's not my problem.
Well, I mean, I think everyone has seen it.
Yeah.
Well, at least those of you who have wanted to see it have already seen it.
But now that we saw it, we don't have to watch it again. We can watch the new one knowing we watched the old one.
Yeah. Yep. And the other most recent film that we have seen is 47 Meters Down, which, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like...
By the way, it was predictable, and so is this movie.
Yeah, it was predictable, and it kind of had that straight to DVD vibe. And I actually heard rumors, or I was reading, it was actually on their Facebook page, and I was reading all these comments and reviews for the movie, and a lot of the people, they think that, a lot of people think that they, a lot of people think that this movie was released before, and they're saying it was in the deep.
I don't know.
It was either in the deep or into the deep. But yeah, they're saying that it was released prior to this. So I don't know.
I don't know either. All I know is it wasn't that great of a movie. But at least that movie had a straight direction of where it was going towards. With it was all over the place.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah.
God, that movie was ridiculous.
Yeah, it really was. It
was actually real. It was funny, even though it wasn't their intention back then. It came off as funny to me. It's no jump scare except for one. One jump scare through that whole thing. The rest wasn't even scary.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah. I would give it. I would give it a C for average. But I would give 47 Meters Down probably a B minus. So
it's a D. It is a D, 100%. I'm not talking about the actual.
Yeah, I know.
It's a literal letter D. And 47 Meters Down. They had some cool scenes in the movie. I'll give them that. Near the end, it was really cool. But it's still, I don't know. Both of those movies felt kind of like a waste of time.
Yeah, and and the ending for 47 Meters Down just almost seemed like it was just.
It was like a cliffhanger because they didn't even show her getting out of the water.
Yeah.
They just showed her going to the surface, and that was it.
Yeah. It's like, hooray, you're rescued, yay, where
and
do
your
we go
sister
now?
died, and your boyfriend left you because you're not of interest. Boo-hoo. Oh, yeah, they made that a big deal, too. That her boyfriend left her.
Yeah.
And then her sister's, like, amping her up and all this shit.
And what I don't understand...
it was her sister's idea.
Yeah.
Okay, but for a second, let's put me and you in that situation. Let's say we're on vacation, even though we would never be in a place like that as of right now, because we have zero money. But if we were, hypothetical situation, if it was your idea, and I said yes, and then that freaking rope snapped, I would kill you myself, because it was your idea, and now we're stuck down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we ever go to Mexico, and if I end up missing, please go back to this podcast.
No one's gonna find you in the ocean.
Go back to this podcast. Jordan knows where
and the sharks will get you too.
That's true.
You'll be gone.
That's
Anyways,
true.
I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure John wouldn't be really happy with me if it was my idea, and then we get dropped all the way down to the bottom with limited air.
Well, let's be honest. The whole point of this movie, yes, they are trying to have some adventure. They're trying to...
Yeah, I get that, but that was shady. They should have said no as soon as they saw this boat and the rope.
Yeah, but I really think the true culprit was the two guys that that they were with. I mean, I really think that if we were in the same shoes,
it would be different, because you'll be with the dude and I'd be with either one. So
yeah, but or or we just wouldn't really care. We
would go. The thing is, we would never end up in that situation, because if we were to do that, we would go through a legit company. I felt like they just randomly took a boat out there and decided to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, if I'm gonna go with sharks, I'm gonna go with either Michael Phelps or with the National Guard. Because they have the right equipment to see the actual sharks.
Well, that being said, though, if it was a legit company, we researched it before doing it, and there have been not many good reviews, at least none so bad that someone died, then I think we would do it. Yeah.
And I really think too that this movie, that the two girls, this was kind of like spontaneous of them to go with the.
Yeah, I get that, but
but I mean, at the same time,
it's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous, and I really think if we ever were going to go to Mexico, we would have an itinerary. I mean, everyone in my life knows that I like to have a set schedule and and plans for that day. I mean, like literally, on my day off, I set in my head, okay, I want to do this at 8 o'clock. I want to do this at 1 o'clock. I want to watch a movie at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have a Pepsi at 3. So yeah, you and I both kind of plan ahead. Anyway, so I don't really think that we would,
unless it was going out to eat. Like, then we'd do that on the spot all the time. But that's not a big deal. It's not like we're going in the ocean where there's God knows how many meters down there are.
Yeah, and technically,
it's all types of stuff.
And technically, they were more than 47 meters down.
They had to be.
The cage fell right. They were at 47 meters down, but okay, spoiler alert. One of the girls get out. I forget.
The blonde. The blonde girl.
Gets out of the cage and is looking around, and because she sees someone holding a flashlight, and so.
Well, she thinks she sees someone.
Yeah. I mean, it is a flashlight, but the person is dead.
Yep.
So.
Well, no, he wasn't dead yet. No, it was a brunette who got the flashlight.
Right.
She wasn't dead yet. And the shark got him last minute.
Yeah.
There's a couple jump scares in there.
Yeah.
Not a spoiler. Because if you're like me, I hate jump scares. Like, actually scare me. Don't jump scare me.
Yeah. So, because he's like, look out, and then the shark eats him alive.
Yeah, that ending scene was pretty good. I will give them credit where it's due. That ending scene where she's hallucinating was pretty good. I mean, I kind of figured it was half and half at that point.
Yeah. That part was predictable. I mean, because movies, if you pay attention, they give away the plot, and important things. Because really, if you think about it, they don't introduce an important character or something to the story arc if it's not important. Like the boyfriend, we
never even saw him, but she kept talking about him.
Yeah. And why? And another thing too, I didn't really like about a whole boyfriend girlfriend mix there was that
he was kind of shitty though for breaking up with her because she wasn't adventurous enough for whatever he said.
But the funny thing is that so these two girls go on a date with the two guys.
Yeah.
And it's like 1 minute she says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't want to kiss you because that's just moving too fast." Yeah. And then she walks up the stairs. Then she has like a little epiphany or something, and then she comes back and kisses the guy or makes out. It's like, what is with that? Okay, that wasn't predictable, but that was stupid. So.
If she wants to kiss someone, I don't see why it matters. Kiss someone. It's not like
But she just told the guy, that.
So I guess she contradicted herself.
Yeah, she contradicted herself because 1 minute she says, "No, we're going, this is going too fast." And then another minute, she's like, "Make it out with him."
Yeah, well.
Lips locked and everything.
Like I said, if it was me and John, we might kiss random strangers, but we're not going to go beyond that. And we're not going to go with random people on a shady boat to go shark diving or shark whatever scene.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Shark scene does seem like a good...
It seems cool. Like, I would totally do it. As long as it was a legit company, I would totally do it. Whether it's in the U.S. or out of the country.
Yeah. And last but not least, so today I went to the pool with our youth group, and
how many people showed up?
Just two.
Oh.
But yeah. So, and as I was going on the diving board, I was like thinking to myself, okay, is this 47 meters down? How far is this down? But yeah, and then I did a cannonball in the pool.
For real, though.
And the lifeguard said something to me. She's like, she's
you
like,
should wear. I got an idea.
She's like, get over by the black line. By the black line. I'm like, what? Get over by the black line. Like,
it'd be funny if you wore a shirt like Joe did that said "I can't swim," and then be like, "Oh my god, that'd be hilarious!" Like, get that money, save me.
Yeah.
I can't swim.
I can't swim.
Anyways, let's just say both of those movies, as usual, would be better with the LGBT relationship in it. Like those two main girls, I'd rather have them be lesbians than sisters. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's always, you see straight people all the time in movies. It's more interesting to me in TV shows and movies and shit like that if they're not straight.
Yeah. And I think this now is probably a good time to get into our main topic of the night. June is Pride Month. Most of our subscribers know that, that I'm gay, but Jordan bi? lesbian?
What do you mean? Why do you make it sound like a question? Yes, I am. I'm part of... Listen, if you're at this point of the podcast and you don't like what you're hearing, just get off right now because we don't need to hear the bullshit.
I wouldn't really say that.
Well, I'm not saying anyone's going to comment. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying no. I really do feel like we should use this podcast as a learning tool.
Right, but I'm just saying, regardless, there's still people out there who, no matter what you say, it doesn't change anything. That's my point.
I mean, that's true, and thank goodness that we don't really have any.
I have been getting a couple. I got 2 comments on the last 2 recent podcasts. Well, not like in a row. I got one comment on the Wonder Woman in Gotham, and I got another one for the most recent too. The most recent, this guy has like 16K, and he's like, good job, keep up the good work. And I liked it.
What? Wait, what? I'm lost. 16K
subscribers. He had 16K subscribers. Said something in the comments under the most recent podcast. Said good job, keep up the good work. And then the other one was a woman, and she said she hasn't watched Gotham yet. She thought Wonder Woman was really good. I don't know. I think we're slowly but surely starting to build, at least on my channel, some comment like a comment train. Yeah. We're starting to pick up comments on my side. So
yeah, which is good.
Yeah. So. Let's see, LGBT. What can we say? Pride Month. Obviously.
I think the one thing I would say is that how about we debunk some myths about the LGBT community. And, one, HIV and AIDS is not
just gay men, not just only gay men.
Yeah,
because
it's not for just gay men. It's also for straight men also.
Straight
men and women also.
Here's how I see it. Okay, anyone can get HIV or AIDS. If you have sex and that person has HIV, it's not just a certain sexual orientation that carries it. Like, if you have sex, you're at risk for HIV and AIDS and all the other STDs. But this isn't sexual education, and if you want that, you have to like this podcast, and we'll do it. Well, we might as well just do it anyways. But yeah, the point is, if you're straight and you have sex, if you're bi and you have sex, if you're a lesbian, doesn't really apply. Never mind. But you get my point. They carry HIV and AIDS too. And even if you are a lesbian, you still have to be careful with that person. Because they could carry STDs. Or you can get gonorrhea by licking a vagina.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, is that it's not contagious unless you have sex with someone that is HIV positive.
Right. It doesn't matter the gender or orientation. And I think a lot of people don't think like that now, but I know it was a huge deal back in the 90s. A huge deal. Because people were just starting to learn about AIDS and everything. And somehow, as usual, oh my god, there's another one. If you have an earring, if a guy wears an earring in his ear, he's automatically gay. That's how you can tell. I heard that. That's a myth. That's a lie. That's not true. A lot of straight men have earrings in their ears.
Yeah. And hey, one of my old managers from Meyer has a earring in his ear. And he's not gay.
But you've heard that before, right? Because I have. Yeah.
Yes, I have heard that. Another myth. The Q in LGBTQ means questioning.
I thought it was.
Fact is queer. Now.
It could mean both. I mean, I don't understand why it could be.
Now, my parents and I actually had this discussion.
Getting educated. Good job.
Yeah. So both my parents now have to actually go through LGBTQ training in
Right. So your parents better be respectful.
And their
and not sexually aroused.
And their perspective
workplaces.
At workplaces. Which I really think is good because my mom said that her workplace now has has the pride flag actually visible downtown.
Right. And here's my thing. If you don't have to, here's my thing. You don't have to support LGBT if you don't want to. There's no point in trying to force someone to do that. But you also don't have to bash the LGBT community just because you don't like it and you think it ruins straight marriages. I've heard that before. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you're dumb. Like, look up the facts. There's nothing that says that gay people getting married or LGBT people getting married or dating or whatever does not ruin your marriage. You're not a part of it. That's my thing. Straight people are trying to intervene in the LGBT community and trying to make it their business when it's not.
Yes. Yeah. And also I think the other thing too is that, especially with gay marriage, people are saying that that gay marriage is a sin. Well,
they've been saying that for years.
For straight couples especially, divorce is also a sin. So
hold on.
Just put it out there.
Hold on. No, you're wrong. It's religious people. Divorce, cheating, lying is also a sin, and you straight people do that all the time. I know. I've heard about it on TV. I've seen it. So don't sit there and act like we're the bad guys when you do just as bad or worse than we do.
Now, I will go on the fence with this and say that LGBTQ people, there are people, like that. But
it's not everyone.
Which I think is the next topic we should get into. Jordan brought up that we need to be respectful towards each other in our community.
Yeah, because here's the thing. This makes me so mad. Why are gay men bringing down bisexual men by saying, well, if you're bi, you must really be gay? That doesn't make sense. You don't know how they feel. If they feel like they're attracted to both, then they're attracted to both. And the same goes for women. Why are lesbian... Well, not as much on the women's side, but it still happens. Like, why are... Well, you're bisexual. I guess you must be a lesbian. Like, it doesn't make sense. But it happens a lot more to gay men, to bi men, than it does to bi women.
Amen to that. So.
At the end of the day, you can't tell people how they feel. Like, if they say they're bi, you either take them for a word. You either take them at their word, or you just shrug and like. Roll it off your back. You don't just tell them that they're automatically gay. Because, newsflash, I know a bi man, and he considers himself... Listen, he's more into guys, but he still likes women. Okay? So, are you gonna personally tell... It's just so aggravating. And the same thing, in the bi community, I can speak from experience. There's a lot of times, women who are bi are more attracted to women. I'm not saying all of them, so don't take this out of context, but it's true. I feel like it kind of goes the same way for men. That doesn't mean they're not attracted to the opposite sex, just because they might be a little more attracted to the same sex. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I totally agree with you 100% on this. 100%.
Like, why tear each other down? We already have other people doing that for us. Or, we already have people outside of the community doing that, trying to tear LGBTQ people down. So why are you in the community, and then instead of trying to bring people up and come together, you're trying to, like, tear them apart or something? It just doesn't make sense to me.
And can I just say, too, that I give mad props, myself included, because I'm in this category. I'm LGBTQ, and I'm a Christian. And
we both are.
We go through a lot more with just that combined.
By the way, I feel like...
Because not only I mean, yes, there are some Bible bashers out there.
Yeah.
But there's also some people after our religion. Like there's still people out there that don't believe in God. So yes,
I mean,
so
to
yes,
each their own.
So yes, on top of being LGBTQ, we also got the non-believers on our back, which.
Whoa! Hold on a second. No, not all non-believers. Don't make it sound like all, because that's not true. I know it's not.
I know. I mean, I'm not trying to make this. I'm not trying to make this out of context. But yes, not all believers are. But
I mean, whether they're, here's my thing. If they're atheist or Christian, there's going to be people in those groups that support us. There's going to be people that don't. Either way. And by the way, this is a myth too. Like, if you're Christian, you can't be gay or in the LGBT community. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Or Catholic
that's
too.
That's a myth right there. That's a myth right there.
I mean, it's 2017. You think we wouldn't be having these discussions still and still trying to educate people, but I understand that some people are just set in their ways and they're not going to change.
Yeah, there's actually a local private high school around here that I know has more support for the LGBTQ community, and that is amazing because because I mean, I've met some of these people at school dances that we've done at Holy Cross with, and they follow me on Instagram, and I obviously follow every one of my followers back, and they're just so supportive of LGBTQ because because they're some of their peers at this at their own high school are LGBTQ and they're okay with it,
right?
And they should be.
Right. But, I mean, listen, we're not trying to bash people that don't like LGBTQ. What we're trying to do is just
educate.
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, but look, if you're going to approach LGBTQ person and you know that you don't, stand for that or accept it, then just be respectful. That's all I care about. Just don't be rude to us. I understand you don't have like it, but you don't have to be rude either.
Yeah, and can I just say, too, that Fort Wayne Pride has a lot of straight people, that come out and support us. I think some actually maybe marched in parade last year with us. So I don't recall that, but
I'm sorry. This is on a different topic. It's not really a myth or anything, but I think it's kind of funny how me and you, we started this group, and all our friends pretty much 99% of our friends are in that community.
Yes.
99.
Yeah.
That's not saying we don't have straight friends. It just feels like since we're LGBTQ and they are too, we can kind of relate to that.
Yes.
And they're not assholes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I will also say too that all right, before we get into the next subtopic with LGBTQ, I just want to kind of fixate on what Jordan said. All we ask is that you treat us equally, okay? You know what? I mean, I am completely open to, to both hearing both sides on this. I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong, but
he's not going to say you're right either.
yeah. Basically, yeah. I'm not going to I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the perspective on these topics.
Our friend from the group, one of the adult group we go to, he is religious and he doesn't support it, but he's also very respectful. He would never be rude to someone just because of their orientation.
Yeah.
Those are the type of religious people I like. I don't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you're respectful and you don't agree with it, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to be well, that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna try force you to agree with me. Like,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, like, yeah. And another myth I would like to debunk is that not all gay men are gonna hit on you,
Oh yeah, that goes for lesbians too.
or lesbians, yes,
Right.
and lesbians.
But and another thing is, people think that they can tell when someone's gay or lesbian or bi or whatever. No, you can't. It's almost impossible. Almost.
I almost want to say that, to me, that when someone says that their gaydar is going off, if they're not in our community, I kind of feel like that's disrespectful.
I mean, I don't know. No one's ever said that to me. I mean, I don't have a gaydar. I have a bidar. It's different.
Yeah.
But we're still in the same community. But yeah, just be respectful. Just respect people. I mean, you don't even have to accept gay marriage. Just be respectful of the people in the community. That's it.
Yeah. And, again, I mean, we understand that everyone has their own views, and we're respectful of that, and we're respectful of you. But when you come into, I mean, I'm trying to think about how I want to say
But when
this.
you're coming at us and being rude and telling us that we're gonna go to hell and that we're never, that I don't know, that our family will disown us, and that's not right. That's not your place to say. Oh my God, sorry. But another thing is that makes me mad, I'm sure it does too, is when Christians are so hypocritical. That happens to other religions too. It's in other religions too. Because they say God loves everyone, right?
Yes.
Then why are they saying that we're going to hell? Why are they making decisions for us, technically? Or no, why are they making God's decisions? Because isn't it God's choice on whether we go to hell or not?
Yes.
The last time I checked, you have to do something really bad to go to hell. Not because of your orientation. Never, ever, ever, when I read the Bible, have I heard that.
Yes.
It may have said that a man shouldn't sleep with another man. Like, I haven't gone, I don't know. But regardless, like, stop being so hypocritical, okay? Like, you're judging us, but for an orientation when you don't even follow the own Bible, which is your holy Bible. Like, you don't follow it. You just take God's word that God should love everyone, and you just throw it away because you're out on the sidewalk with a sign trying to start a riot saying, like, I hate gay people or whatever. That's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I kind of feel like people do that also just for attention.
I know, but they also mean it.
Well,
I mean,
that's
my point. Stop being so hypocritical.
It's really shitty when people, not only do it for attention, but they mean it. Especially,
all of them probably do it for that.
And,
I mean, whether religious or not.
I'm not trying to put words in everyone's mouth or anyone's mouth, but really, the reason why people do that is because they were brought up that way.
Yep.
So that's more about the parents, or more about...
Right, but it's also up to them to change their own opinion.
Yeah.
And if they choose not to, that's their own fault. Either way, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. And I think another thing, too, that I want to say, too, is that, I mean, if you've been brought up that way, but if you feel in your heart that it's wrong, good for you, because that's right. You shouldn't be brought up that way, thinking that gay marriage or
whatever the issue is, whatever the issue is with an LGBTQ community. Listen, if you, I don't know. I guess I could understand maybe if you knew someone, maybe not even a close friend, but they were in the community, and then they, like, shit-talked your best friend, and then you got mad at them for that. I guess I can understand that. And another topic that we haven't even hit on yet is transgender.
Yes.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I mean, I only have known one transgender person, and even though me and her have not gotten along for like several years, and you know,
Over dramatic on the timing.
and backstabbed me and everything like that.
That's true.
You know,
You did.
you know, I still like, I still support her rights. Ever, you know, like you know,
Right,
you know,
which
just
is
as-
what
just-
you
just
should
as
do
much-
because she's whether you like it or not, he's part of the community. Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, you don't have to like everyone in the community, but you should not disrespect their orientation, regardless.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know, another thing too, I think we should hit on. I don't know if we want to save this for last, but I think we should talk about. We should definitely talk about anyone that's still in the closet, because I mean, it could be a teenager. It could be
It could be an adult man that's married to a woman.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, okay, we haven't hit on this either. People say gay is a choice, or LGBT, whatever, is a choice. I mean, listen, if you're a man and you feel like a woman, and you want to change to that gender, then do it.
Yeah.
Like, then just do. I mean, obviously, you might have some. Your parents might get mad. Like, there's a lot of issues within the family, too, when you do stuff like that. Regardless, I feel like most of the time. But just do it. If that one makes you happy, at least with the transgender, then just do it. And as far as it being a choice, no, it's not. Listen, you can be attracted to a man or a woman. And there's also pansexual, which means you're attracted to anyone. It can be a trans man, a trans woman, a man, a woman, agender, whatever. The point is, it's not a choice. I mean, your feelings change. That's the point. It's your feelings.
Now, pansexual is where they are attracted to the personality, right?
No. Asexual is where they're not romantic.
Yeah.
See,
well, no.
pansexual.
No, asexual means that they don't want sex.
Right, but they can still be romantically attracted. But pansexual means they don't have a preference. They could date a man, a woman, whoever. That's what pansexual is.
Well, the way that was explained to me was that pansexual is attracted to personality. So I mean.
They are attracted to the personality, but they also don't care who that person is. If they have feelings for that person and they love that person, regardless of their gender or orientation or whatever it is, then that's pansexual.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think another topic though, again, or kind of going back to the the gay men and lesbians and bisexual, whatever.
Whatever. Wow.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I just mean everyone, like anyone or everyone that is in a situation where they don't feel comfortable with coming out. That is perfectly fine. There's not really a default age that you need to come out. And there's also not a certain day when you need to come out.
Right.
Basically come out when you feel
ready.
like, ready and confident. Because let me tell you,
you have to be prepared for the worst and the best.
Yeah.
You have to think about that before you even come out.
Yeah. And I mean, I really think that, well, I don't remember your story, but I know when I came out that my parents said at the time that they thought it was a phase.
Right.
But it's like I'm now 31 and it's not a phase.
Wait, you told them in high school, didn't you?
After I graduated, because that's when I started becoming more comfortable.
Yeah.
With and realizing that that I am this person. And
well, the thing with me is I went through struggles too in high school about my orientation, and I was struggling to figure out because I thought I was one sexual orientation, and then I realized I was bi because I was still attracted to this dude. I never dated this dude, but I was still attracted to him. I was like, if I was really all about the girls or whatever, then I wouldn't find him attractive. I mean, I'd be like, oh, he looks good, but I wouldn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing, too. A gay man can say a girl looks pretty. That doesn't mean he wants to bang her.
Yeah. 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 So, yeah. So, and, you know, and I mean, there's a lot of resources for people who are struggling with their sexuality. I mean, there's the Trevor Project. There's,
I mean, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and I mean, I mentioned you probably could, go to, plenty of resources. I mean, yeah, there are plenty of resources, plenty of resources out there, to help you through this crisis. And
well, it's not really a crisis. You're just struggling to figure out who you are.
Yeah, and and yeah, I mean, it's.
And that can happen at any age too.
Yeah, I mean, it's stressful, but I mean, you really need to figure out for the benefit of yourself who you are.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I mean, my last boyfriend, I don't think I was very respectful of giving him boundaries. So, and now
giving him boundaries. What do you mean?
Well,
hold on, let me think about this for a second, because I'm trying to figure out who's the last person you dated. No. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, you need to set boundaries then. That was kind of your fault. You let the ball drop.
Yeah. So.
Anyways.
Yeah, and yeah. So. As I'm
I would recommend
trying to think of where to go from here, but I know.
Okay. How are we on time?
We are about maybe about 18 minutes away from hitting an hour mark.
Well, there's a book. There's a book I found on this YouTube channel. Oh, this guy wrote a book, and he has a YouTube channel. It's like Real Bisexual Talk or whatever. And it's literally called... He ripped this off of Beauty and the Beast. He literally said it in the video. It's literally called Two Beasts and a Beauty. It's on Amazon. Look at the cover. You should look at the cover. It's on Amazon.
I got my Amazon app open right now, so
yeah.
Let's take a look at what it is.
It's like erotica, romance, drama.
While I'm looking at, all right, so I kind of think we should go and talk about gay characters in TV shows and movies
LGBT.
Now. Yeah.
Let me tell you, Ian from Shameless is my favorite. Favorite. Oh, yeah. I love him as an actor too, but I also love him as Ian.
Yeah, I definitely love Ian as all right.
You mean you love the actor as Ian?
Yeah, because I almost said Ian from Ian and Shameless. Yeah. Played by Cameron.
Monaghan.
So
yeah. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Well, there's also Cam and Mitch from Modern Family.
Oh.
And
I don't watch it that much, but.
Now my mom was. I hate to bring my mom into this conversation, but.
She already was brought up.
Yeah, but but she was like talking about, like how she feels like the LGBTQ, community feels about a straight man playing a gay man. Because I mean, she says that Cam is kind of like a stereotypical gay person. Now, Mitch is the actor that plays Mitch, Jesse Ferguson. Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
Yeah.
My bad. He actually is really gay.
Yeah.
But the actor that plays Cam is not gay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's up to the TV producer. It's up to the TV writers and all that who make the decisions in casting.
Yeah.
I mean, if they choose a straight man, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good character. I mean, I feel like there is real people like that out in the world. The way he portrays. Is it Cam that's straight? Yeah, Cam that's straight. Yeah, there are gay people that act like that. I'm not saying all of them, but there are some.
No. Cam is not straight in the show. He's gay in the show. I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying the actor is straight.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. Hold on. You got me. Oh my god.
She's lost her mind. Okay, so once again,
you just confused me.
He's a straight actor,
right? I know,
playing a gay man in the show.
And I just said we can't if they choose a straight man to play a gay character. I'm just saying the way the actor portrays the gay man that's straight. The straight actor who portrays the gay man, there are actual gay people that act like that. That's my point.
Yeah. Now I'm also going to bring up to that kind of. Now this is not in the show, to my knowledge, but. Trevor, who's also in our LGBTQ community.
You don't need to be throwing his orientation around. Like, let me expose you.
He's saying that he thinks the actor that plays Luke might be gay in real life.
Luke who?
The character Luke in Modern Family.
Oh, I don't know. See, the thing is, oh my god, I'm sorry guys, Colton Haynes, right? He's gay.
Yeah, Colton Haynes.
He's going to be in American Horror Story Season 7.
Yeah,
I just found that out.
Yeah, and Colton Haynes came out of the closet shortly after he left Teen Wolf. And I know everyone was making such a big deal out of it, though.
Well, I told you, there's still people out there that don't accept it and will not accept it, and they just lash out any way they can.
Yeah. Now there is a Hollywood actor. I'm not gonna name names, just in case this video goes viral.
Oh yeah, right.
But
I'll name people. I don't care. Famous people, they're never gonna see.
But yeah, this Hollywood actor that is gay. He's young, also. He's probably about around the same age as you. He actually was kind of dogging on Colton Haynes. He was saying that Colton Haynes, he feels like he was not really gay. He was just using it to kind of gain some free press for this new show that Colton Haynes was going to be in, because Colton Haynes is in Arrow now, as I recall.
I don't follow him, so I don't know what he's doing.
But yeah, and this actor was like, I don't really, he basically worded it in a way that he was disrespectful to Colton Haynes. So once again, another classic example of our community, going after others in our community.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that the other guy thought he was doing it because of the trend, because it was popular. People are saying if you come out as bi, it's popular now. Like if you make a YouTube video or whatever it is and you come out, it automatically makes you popular.
And you know what, the truth is, if you are bi, it's not us to judge. But we really hope that that like fidget spinners, that that being bi on YouTube is not the next fad. Because it's not cool.
I'm just talking about making videos, like YouTubers making videos.
I'm also saying too, it's not cool to follow a fad if you're not really
right. Well, that goes
or gay or whatever.
And also, there are a couple bi singers out there too. Lauren, what's her name? That girl from Fifth Harmony. I can't remember her last name. Lauren, I can't say her last name. Her last name starts with a J. She's from Fifth Harmony. She's bi. Bella Thorne is bi. She used to be on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are bi out there, and gay and everything. So, I don't know. You kind of also have to realize that they're people too, and you shouldn't be disrespecting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing that kind of makes me mad is people will assume that certain actors or actresses or whatever are automatically in the LGBTQ community without them admitting it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I mean, I think that's also a myth that all actors and actresses in Hollywood are gay.
Well, no, that's not the point. The point is people are making assumptions that people are in the LGBT community without them saying it.
Well, right, and I think that's just a myth. I mean, I honestly think that's just a myth. I mean,
obviously,
not everyone who does theater is gay or straight.
Oh,
so
it's oh my god, why did you say theater? It's everyone who's an actress or actor is not automatically in that community. I mean, you can assume, like you think that person could be bi or gay or whatever it is, but until they actually say it on Twitter or on Instagram or on any other social media themselves in its actual account, then you don't know.
Another thing I really hope that we can stop is gossip. I mean, can we seriously stop gossiping about each other's ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends?
That's always gonna be around. I mean, oh my god, YouTube drama. Let me tell you, a lot of that's on YouTube. It's not about celebrities or anything. It's about other YouTubers, and but that's the internet. That's the internet is gossip and drama.
Yeah.
And Cameron Monaghan, Tom Felton, and Sal Vacano, I'll let you flow in my sea.
The big C. The big C. All right. So
I'll let you wreck my shit.
So in conclusion for this topic, once again, Oh
wait, did you look it up? The two beasts and the one beauty?
Yes, I did look it up.
You see a cover?
It is very. It looks
erotica,
very,
right?
Yeah, very much erotica. Very much erotica.
It's weird because he doesn't have it in paperback. He only has it on Kindle.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah. I mean, I think in conclusion, LGBT, we're just as cool or even smart or even funnier or funny as.
Yeah, we're funnier than you.
I mean, we definitely.
Some of us might be.
I mean, we definitely know how to party hard. So just remember that if anyone wants to start a straight pride thing, you're not going to invite us there because it's straight pride, and
well, that doesn't make sense to me because straight people already have their rights. Yeah. They already have all their rights. Yeah. But I mean, if you want to do it, I really don't know how many people. Well, here's the thing. Because I follow a YouTuber, and he actually lives a couple hours away. He's older, but whatever. And he's a gay man, too. He's in his mid-40s. And he said if someone were to start a straight pride in Indianapolis, he said he probably would go just because, straight people have supported us. That's what he said.
But at the same time, I feel like they're throwing it in our face. That's just. I'm
not saying that I agree with him. I'm just telling you. Yeah. That's his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point in having a straight pride. I mean, you can throw a big party and call it something else, but you don't have to call it straight pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what would the colors even be? Because for all the LGBT, it's rainbow. For hold on, listen. Oh my god, there's so many flags too for bisexual and gay and everything.
I was just thinking that it seems like, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I really think that if there's gonna be a straight flag, it would probably just be some kind of emoji. Because it seems like every straight person is obsessed with these emojis.
Well, other people use them too, but I don't know. I mean, the bi flags pink, a darker pink, and a purple. Yeah. A pink, a magenta, and a dark purple. So
yeah. But yeah. So once again, I know we try to keep on wrapping this up. I would just keep on just diving into this topic because I mean it's a huge topic.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean honestly, I mean yeah, there's just so much we can get more into, and we probably will. You know, and don't forget too that actually I have it right here. Well, okay. While I'm pulling this up, I just want to kind of get my conclusion to Pride. So, you know, yeah. So we should continue to celebrate who we are, and not be afraid of and not be afraid of celebrating who we are either. Yes, people are gonna bring us down, but we'll just keep on getting back up and just show them, you know, that hey, this is who we are. And once again, you know, don't spread rumors that HIV and AIDS is
That was a rumor. People thought that was a fact for a long time.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's not contagious. So
I mean, unless you have sex.
Well, I mean,
unless you enter body parts, it's not contagious.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give them a free plug. But Fort Wayne Pride 2017 is from July 21st to July 22nd. And for those of you who don't know, there is a drag show. The last night.
That's my favorite part. That's why we always go on Saturdays. Is the drag show.
Yep. Let me tell you. I mean, and they also have a. They
have drag kings too. So
yeah,
it's
drag
like
kings and
queens. Yep.
Yep. The show this year I think starts at 10. And Pride gets out at midnight.
Yeah.
At Halvar's Park. Yeah. Friday night I think it's a little bit more slower. I mean, it's still fun to go both nights. But Saturday night is definitely the place to the time to visit because you don't want to miss the drag show. So yeah.
I mean, will we be going out after that? I have no idea. It depends on how tired we are.
Yeah, I mean, from time to time we might, from time to time we go out after Pride, but usually we've just driven back home.
In the past we take Nathan home and he buys us Taco Bell. That's happened before.
Actually, yeah, that did happen last year because we took him.
And he offered. I don't even think I asked him. He's like, "Hey, do you want something?" I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and this year we'll definitely be going with the bigger group too.
I mean, just not too big.
Yeah, I know. So that's Pride, everyone. So.
Yeah. Woo!
So, all right. Last but not least, we have a few more minutes left of the podcast. I want to talk about this. So I don't know if I think. Did we shop after the podcast was recorded last week? I don't remember if we picked stuff up before we recorded last week or not.
It might have been before. I don't know.
But yeah. So we last week we spent our money from Sweetwater and got ourselves a mixer for Radio for a Cause, and that's why 1 week from this Wednesday is the Buffalo Wild Wings fundraiser.
1 week? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Oh, 1 week from this Wednesday.
Oh.
Not.
That's not.
Yeah. So Wednesday, July 5th, to be exact, is when the fundraiser will be.
Don't worry, we'll stop talking about it when it's over.
Yeah, don't worry. From 6 to 8 p.m. And 10% of all proceeds will go towards the Radio for a Cause. And right now, we do have a couple of goals in mind.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, I mean, you get stressed if you think about too much, but there is a lot that we have to do still. Even after we get the equipment, even with the equipment. And then we have to figure out when we're going to do all these things with our friends and when me and you are going to go drive-in, which needs to be soon. Yeah. Like, me and you need to look up movie times probably sometime after the live stream and figure out when we're going to go. But
Yeah. So, once again, come out to the B-Dubs fundraiser for Radio for a Cause on Wednesday, July 5th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 10% of of your total bill will go towards Radio for a Cause.
Yes, and you will also see the ad on Facebook on Wednesday.
Yep, yeah.
I wonder how that works. John's gonna have to tell me exactly how that works, because I don't understand Facebook advertising. But anyways.
Yeah. So I think that was probably a pretty good time to sign off. So those of you who came to see our live stream, thank you for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed it. And actually, hopefully for those of you who haven't not seen it, hopefully you'll watch it right after this. Because we're going to record it and then we'll put it on the page right after.
And also, I have a couple YouTube... A couple ideas I have for the podcast in the upcoming future is YouTube drama and YouTubers in general. I think that'll be a really good one. I think it'd be really good to do a bucket list podcast.
A bucket list podcast. Yeah.
Because I can easily take up a whole hour talking about everything I want to do before I go bye. And also
the way you said that. Bye.
And also, we're changing the podcast. It's still going to be this upcoming Thursday on my birthday, so we will be doing it on my official birthday now. And it's going to be a really good time. Our friend Nathan will be there. And, yeah.
Yep, yeah. And on the podcast next week, we'll talk, obviously it's her birthday. Yep. So we're going to be doing what Jordan wants. And Jordan wants us to kind of flash back, go into time on Facebook.
Yes, so reading old Facebook posts,
and actually, also what I want to do is that I think for either one of us, because there might be some of your friends that are subscribed to you, and some of my friends that are subscribed to me. If
I don't know about that.
Like if there's a memory that you want me to relive, can you share it to our Facebook pages? So basically, if it's with me, share it on my page, and then if it's with Jordan, share it.
Well,
on
I don't
know.
I don't know, Phil. Yeah. Oh, and I'm also going to make them compliment me and say what they like about me because it's my birthday. So.
Yep. And we're also going to do some fan fiction.
And Harry Potter house quiz test. I'm going to make those two take. I already know I'm a Slytherin.
And last but not least, Jordan will also debut her fan fiction for Harry Potter. She's blushing right now. Okay,
I just think it's funny. I almost forgot about it till the other night.
Oh, don't worry. I'll remind you. I'll remind you on Wednesday. Like, hey, Jordan, bring your fan fiction on Thursday.
Well, actually, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
On the app called Wattpad. Yeah. We read from there before, but I privated the video because it was a little not extreme. Just if you were to give that whole podcast a rating, would have been rated R. It was so bad though. Like it was so bad it was good.
Yep. So. And I'll go ahead and give a Grindr update next week also. So might as well give a Grindr update. So
it better be good. I want to hear about no dudes dongs. I want to hear about actual conversation.
I have actually not gotten a random picture of a dong delivered to my mailbox. Because otherwise it'd be bye.
A dick in the box.
Dick in the box.
Anyways,
what's the dick in the box? Alright, for everything and anything, I'm John Graham signing off.
I'm Jordan Queen signing off. See you guys next week. Bye.